Sup people of YouTube, Big S here for Big S Gaming. Sorry I haven't come to you guys with a new video the past week. I've been kind of hectic. As some of you guys may know from my previous channel that I recently started my own business and things are really starting to pick up and get busy with that. So unfortunately gaming and YouTube had to take a second seat this week, but in amongst that, I did get to do some gaming, and one of the things I did get to do was participate in the Guild Wars 2 HoT Beta stress test that happened at the beginning of the week. So that was kind of fun. It was 6 AM in the morning for me when it kicked off, but all in all, it was nice and fun. We got to try out the Revenant. It's kind of a different class, but it satisfied a few of the urges and thoughts about if I was going to play one or not. I'm definitely going to create a Revenant when it comes out, but I don't think I'm going to main it. There's a lot of you say OP skills with the Revenant, but you didn't really get to see too much, especially with we had locked off trades. We only had 3 trait lines to deal with, not all 5. I don't know if that's the way the Revenant's going to be or not. Plus, we're all in Celestial gear, and so you didn't really get to see the DPS potential of the Revenant. As you guys know, I play a lot of DPS classes, and I'm one of those Zerker elitist assholes that people talk about. So, yeah, I normally prefer to play Zerk, but all in all, the Revenant was kind of fun. The new map, they didn't really give us much to explore. It was actually really tiny, so you can pretty much get everything done that's to do within 20-30 minutes of being into the map. It was yeah, you had like a little mini game where you get to torch some tendrils and things like that. I think we've all seen that in Wood and Potatoes videos and some other videos around. A couple of meta events, and then that leading to this boss fight where you get helicoptered up into a little platform and you get to fight him. Yeah, pretty basic average world boss, a little bit more involved than other world bosses like the Jungle Worm or something like that, where you can just sit back and spam 1, or the Frozen Moor or something like that. You actually have to get involved. I don't know how this would go with a map queue or a map blob being up here and doing it. It'd probably become very laggish, very zergish, not so much fun. There's some other little cool things floating around in the map. I really like these little pocket raptors. Are extremely cute, but kind of dead little buggers that like to jump on you and do some damage if you're not paying attention. They're kind of like the script of the dinosaur world. But yeah, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun exploring. I'll probably bring another video later on. Apart from that, guys, I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 1 as well, part of Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls Online. So they're the 3 games that I'm really focusing on at the moment. Unfortunately, I haven't been playing too much Guild Wars 2 lately because it's kind of stagnant for me at the moment. There's only really World versus World that I'm enjoying, and that's pretty much all I do currently when I'm logged into Guild Wars 2. Although with guildies at night time and stuff like that. But apart from that, if we're not doing high level fractals, I'll be in World versus World. Apart from that, I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 1. As some of you may know, I didn't get to play through Guild Wars 1 pre-Guild Wars 2. So about 6 to 8 months ago I picked it up and I started playing it pretty heavily over the last 2 months. Building up my Hall of Monuments and a few other different things here. But yeah, it's come and it's to be one of my preferred games to play at the moment. So any of you guys that do play Guild Wars 2 and have not experienced Guild Wars 1, I do recommend picking it up. It's reasonably inexpensive. I think it's about $10 or $15 for the game. Plus you've got the expansions being Nightfall, Factions, and Eye of the North. Actually, I'm doing the final boss here of the Eye of the North. But there's lots and lots of fun. The story and lore behind it is really great. It's really good comparing the locations between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Especially getting to see things like in the Maguma Jungle and a lot of that lore that's starting to get interwoven within Guild Wars 2, especially with the Massat and things like that. And if you follow closely with the past living story, there's a few different things in there with the Forgotten and Ascension and stuff like that. And that's really cool to play through as well. I've got a few other different games that I'm playing as well. Elder Scrolls Online. As some of you are watching the Return to Tamriel videos, I've already put out a couple so far. I'll probably be putting out a third one in the next few days. And giving my final thoughts on if it's worth to return to Tamriel or not. Spoiler alert, I'm actually enjoying it, so it's probably going to be quite a positive final review for Elder Scrolls Online. And then I'm going to start looking at playing some horror games when I get a hold of myself a decent webcam, so we can do some reaction video with me playing Amnesia and stuff like that. But yeah, always looking for different games to play, different new games, old games, preferably PC. So if there's any games that you guys think I should play, recommend in the comments down below, and I definitely will take a look at it. I'm going to leave you guys here with the final cutscene of Guild Wars 1 Eye of the North as it was leading into Guild Wars 2. Until then, guys, hope to see you all in and around the internet. Catch you later.
The death of their master, destroyers lost their coordination. Chalice and his dwarves pursued them into the depths of the earth. Legends were born that day. And while this threat was ended, legends would continue. In the years to come, new threats would arise in Tyria. New creatures would stir. New sacrifices would be made. And the greatest threat of all was yet to come. A threat that would consume the entire world and call upon the greatest of heroes, the children of the legends.